of school, I was actually looking to be a chef. I left at around 17. Got the option. I was living with my grandma. Got the option of either go back to school or find a job. So went out and found a job that weekend. So didn't worry about school after that. Spent probably a year just doing odd jobs, going backwards and forth, like working at supermarkets, stuff like that. Ended up coming into the co-op and got offered a job. So started off as an assistant health worker, 2 days a week. Done that for about, I think, a year and a half. And then got offered a youth worker's role, which I'd done for about 3 to 4 years, or 3 years after that. And from there, basically moved into youth justice as well. So I became just a youth worker and doing youth justice work as well. And only recently I've just become the community justice worker about a year ago. Yeah, some of the fulfilment is some of the actual things of seeing some of the kids actually improve a whole lot. When you see some of the kids actually move on and to what they're actually doing now and seeing them down the track. So kids when you first started to how they are now, it's good to see some of them, the way that they actually come out and come through life. Probably the best one we've probably seen is one that's gone off to uni, but he's come back now and he's actually living in the community. But the way that you see him actually mature a whole lot more, it's actually pretty good and pretty fulfilling. We've had a youth group that did run for 4 years. We were funded through the Department of Justice, and then a year after that we got funded through the Victoria Police. The problem is that it's not systemic funding that's basically based there for kids. With the youth group we did have up to 30 participants at one stage. We had 5 police officers that would attend and participate, just as the kids. They had no control over the youth group. We ran it from here with our supervisors and picked up the kids and brought them in, but that was only one night a week. The problem with small country towns is there's not actually a whole lot they can do. Like there is some areas where you've only got your skate parks and stuff like that. It depends what caters for each kid. It's usually around this area it's sport, and if they're not into sport, yeah, it's usually the area that they do miss out on. It depends who people actually refer to as an elder. Like some people, like as a strong voiced elder, no, but there's people that actually you can go see. But it's actually just knowing the person that you can go see, because what we've got a lot of transient people that do shoot through town, that come here for about 6 months and then do move on. But you've got the people that are around for most of their life that do actually know who to go see and stuff like that. But when it comes to like forums and functions and stuff like that, mostly it's more the people that are actually in certain roles that do talk up. It's not really an elder that is the one that talks up. If you did find yourself in trouble with a law, you'd probably contact Victorian Aboriginal Legal Service, which is called VALS, or the Aboriginal or the Legal Aid. They're probably the 2 best ones to actually get as much information as you can out of them. It's best to probably talk to them and hear what they have to say to you over the phone. Most police, when they do pick you up and you do get taken in themselves, they give you the option of calling them. Most people are too scared to actually say to call them. The best thing is to do is to actually sit there and talk to them over the phone. You don't have to go too much detail on what you've did. You just say that you've been picked up. They'll say that probably the best thing to do is a no comment interview, which means that you're basically saying no comment to things that you asked except for your name, your address and your date of birth, and any contact information. But besides that, it's probably best to catch up with a lawyer after that, or if not, Youth Justice Services, or your local co-op, and see which one's a local justice worker that's there, if you have any more questions. Probably the best tool is basically to stay in school as long as you can. Probably getting an equivalent of a year 10 or 11 if you can. Year 12 would be great to move on to college, but if possible, year 10 or 11, so you get a vet course behind you. Some of the things that do offer in school is they do offer vet, which is you go and you do it probably every second Wednesday down here, and it helps you out with certificate wise. So like you can do hospitality, farming, all across the board. So it's pretty open to what courses kids want to do. But if you do look to actually leaving school because of most things in there, you've got your local universities like your TAFEs and stuff like that, those institutes that help you learn. So you do learning after school. Certificates are great. So basically shop around, work out what you want to do, but you won't know it overnight. The best case scenario is probably do as many courses as you can until you work out what you want to do. We're at the stage where any job's basically great, but you don't always find the best job straight away. So you try a job, do it for a while. If you don't like it, then look to move on, but look to set yourself up first before you do move on. So try and get as much stuff behind your belt as you can, because when you get down the track, you don't want to be going back and doing it again.